Blessings to everybody. Here we go. Get up in here. Make sure you come in and greet one another. Ain't nothing changed. Come in here, you know what I mean? And definitely acknowledge the ladies as they get ready to come in. And I know I be saying this and I never get to it because a lot of times the topics that Sam be speaking on it be so good and I don't want to leave it, but I'm really not trying to make this a long, drawn out video. I definitely want to get to some other topics tonight. That's why I'm trying to hurry up, just speak on it for a little bit, open up the phone lines, hear you guys' thoughts upon the matter, and hopefully, man, we can get to some other things on tonight. You know? Justin, what's going on? And what's happening? Hold on, let me put this there. Y'all come in hitting that like button. Happy Friday, everyone. Please like. I could just hear your sexy, soft voice even saying that. You know, I could just hear your blessings to you, baby. I could just hear your voice even saying that. Everybody just come in, hit the like button. Oh, everybody just blessings to everybody. ah, hey, hey to you. But yeah, come on in here. You know, not gonna give you too much time because, like I said, whoever don't make it. But I don't want people to think that you know sin runs away from any topic. Appreciate the five, or I deviate from anything I've said. No. And not just that. You have to understand that I'm a watchman of the game. You know, and I know that a lot of individuals will use certain things to do what they want to do. Next thing you know, you in prison, you losing your whole existence, serving a life sentence. And I don't want you to be, like I said, in a correctional facility for an eternity. I want you to maintain your liberty in society. you know and when you do things contrary, what I mean, to certain things, and then a lot of you'll see another person doing something and they may have got away with it, and then you desire to do it just because you see somebody else doing it, and then this person who ain't intelligent enough to pull something off, what I mean, and sometimes it don't even have nothing to do with the intelligence factor. I really want you guys to understand that just because God was merciful to this individual, that don't mean that he's going to be merciful to you. He has mercy on whomever he want to have mercy on. One person might get away with something, and then the next person might not, get away with something. Case in point, when I got out of prison, as you know, I didn't have anything. A partner of mine, basically, was using the paper game. And at that time, because I didn't have anything going on, I didn't have nothing, completely holeless, doleless, homeless, what I mean, everything, But because I wasn't, gameless, it was definitely hope. I was never hopeless. But because this individual, fuck with me like that, what I mean, had the paper game going on, of course, for the time that when I got out, person like silver and gold I have none, but what I mean, what I'm doing over here, what I mean, I could do this, I could do this for you. And I told you guys, I never hid that. When sin got out, what I mean, out of prison, what I mean, I used that to get in position, what I mean. And once I got in position, once I sit up there and knocked me a hole, yeah, I had to let that go, baby. See, I told you that you guys, and I'm not saying literally, but the problem with some, they'll get some information and they will start using it. When it came to the paper game, Sin never used the paper game as a hustle. And see, I'm going to speak on certain things. I'm not going to go too into it because I don't want to give certain individuals the spotlight on this platform. I will save that for the Sinful to P presiding over Rebuke and Service channel. But what I will say to you, you know what I mean? When I was using the paper game, I never used it as a hustle. Never. I never used it as a hustle. At that particular time, when I got out of prison, I basically used it to get inside of a hotel, in times past. I did, use it for room service. That I did, you know. And when I used it for room service, I wasn't using Cristal. Let's examine some things for a minute. Sin wasn't, now some of my partners that got caught up, these niggas was ordering $7,000, wine and, really trying to show out, really trying to, show individuals that they was balling. They was on some like Jim Jones type of shit. They was really trying to basically show that, they was some paid in full niggas or something. Like they'll have some squares, some beautiful squares come over to the hotel room and niggas is ordering champagne bottles and everything. You know what I mean? So, individuals was just ordering it up. They was just doing their thing, you know what I mean, off the paper game. Sin never did that. During the time when I got out of prison, what did you use the paper game for, Sin? Sin was ordering chicken. Sin was ordering Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Sin was ordering salmon. Sin was sitting over there enjoying delicious steak with eggs, with some orange juice, with some water on the side. But no, Sin wasn't on no Jay-Z shit. You can't drink Cristal to this. You got to drink Cristal. I wasn't on that. I wasn't on that. You know what I mean? No, you can't drink Cristal. So contagious, so good. I wasn't on that. I wasn't having the square women just in my room. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Bitches just coming all into the room and shit. Seeing got on the black tuxedo, and I'm just up in there dancing. Just excuse me, hey, go ahead get your son, baby. Yeah, you know how we do it. Yeah. If you go, no, don't do it half bottle, baby. Do it full. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because life is full. I wasn't doing that. Sin wasn't on that. I wasn't on that. So my point is, I didn't overuse it. I used common sense that should have been common, but apparently it wasn't common. I never caught a case for that, for the 2 seconds that I had used the paper game. And plus, once I knocked, a bitch, all of that stopped. But certain individuals, who want to speak on other individuals, because see, this is what people do. And I'm just gonna kick the motherfucking door down because I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to be phony, or none of that shit. But, Toothless and Truthless Simp and Lie decided to speak on, one of my loved ones. But the thing is, Goofy, see, people like to switch words around to basically fit their narrative and their agenda. And nobody said nothing about, individuals basically, using things, trying to play the government and all of that shit, because I can give you niggas history of this game. Pimps, Max, players, they've been running motherfucking circles around the government before you niggas was even born. I'm not even gonna play the name game, but I understand that some of you haven't been around older pimps, older Max, so you wasn't laced like that. I'm a Chicago nigga to the fullest. All right? So before you was even born, pimps, max, and players been sitting over there doing shit, you know what I mean, like that for forever. The paper game, none of this shit was new. None of it. When I spoke on the paper game, that shit didn't start when Sin got into the game. That shit been going on. You understand me? So, I said that to say this: when he was called a scammer, it was simply because you made it into a hustle. You did this shit for years. You didn't do this a one time. Even when you was 3 to 4 deep, you was still using the paper game. You was 3 to 4 bitches sometimes deep, and you was still basically the plug man. Pimps was still calling you trying to get the plug on airplanes. They were still trying to get the plug on hotels and shit through you because you were the plug man. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping that thing all the way 100. You was still the plug man. You was still hustle man Randy Savage. You know what I mean? You was the hustle man from Martin. Pick up the pieces. That's what you was. You didn't say, okay, man, the game didn't bless me, you know what I mean, with a hoe, man. Let me go ahead, leave all this dumb shit alone. No, you still made it a hustle. You still presented, yourself to the game as if you was pimping. When you was squatting in the houses, sir. When you was going in an abandoned house, you was the one putting captions, acting like you was getting transactions out of a bitch ass. That was you. You didn't sit up there, you understand me, and just leave the public out to think, whether or not it came from this and that. No, you was the one sitting over there, posting that house as if you had pimped up, sir. That was you. The loved one didn't do that. So please do not change up words to fit a narrative or basically fit your agenda, you non-pimping ass, toothless ass, truthless ass nigga. See, niggas got comfortable saying a bunch of lies and shit to liars because it's just cool to basically hate on, the partner of mine, my brother. But the facts of it is, no, you was called a scammer because you was sitting over there 3 to 4 deep, sometimes 3 to 4 deep, and you was still hooking up plane rides and hotels and a bunch of unpimping shit. You was working harder than the bitch. Let's talk about it. So no, don't sit up there, you understand me, and edit stories to basically fit, narratives to make yourself look like a better representative. No, don't do that. Keep that shit 100, man. Tell it all. Tell it all in totality. If you're gonna talk about them A's on your report card, talk about them F's, as well. And I know a lot of these niggas' history. And niggas, I seen one nigga talking about push the bear or something, you know what I mean? Nigga, I've been waiting for you to jump off that bridge for a while. It's just that, matter of fact, you probably did. It's just that your volume is so low, I can't hear you. So whenever you say something or do something, I'm finding about it 644 million innumerable years later, nigga. Cause your volume in the streets is little. And then, you know what I mean? Your volume on the internet is little. So how was I supposed to know? But you and I know what's going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, getting back to this game that I never left, because I got to open up these phone lines soon. Let me just put a little paint, where it ain't, man. Let me just say this to you. I got some individuals that I fuck with that fuck with different, things and shit like that. And just because sin don't get down like that, that don't mean that, I'm going to take the P away from this individual, because honestly, I know some niggas that not only, got some PP loans and things like that, but they decided to, sit up there and send some students to come back with certain things, but see, this is what I'm gonna tell the young pimpin' that's listening to me, and listen to me very well. Just because you see your P partner or a loved one or whoever, around you doing whatever, I'ma just say this to you. If you send that bitch, you know what I mean, or them bitches to go get them PP loans, hey, let me tell you something. Who's to say that that bitch won't ever flip on you? What if that bitch got into an attitude and just decided to tell a multitude of incriminating things on you? And she decided to sit up there and make that known. First of all, number one, you doing something, you getting money from the government. This is not no state shit. This is some federal shit, you know. And you sitting over there, you understand me, you sending this bitch or you sending these bitches to do this and do that. I'm just telling you niggas the consequences. As you know, my opinion ain't got no dominion on what another man do, a representative of the game do. But Sin gonna tell you like this, man. I know that I'm gonna give you hold on for a minute. I'm gonna give it to you all in the raw. If you holus and dolus, hey, put it like this. We in an era now that if you holus and dolus, guess what? If you holus and dolus, guess what? Only time a motherfucker gonna sit up there and jug you or help you out is so they could be able to say that they helped you out. We in 2021. This is not the 70s and things no more. We in the era right now where niggas only give other pimps jugs and things like that just to be able to say that I gave you a jug. Oh, what's the name? Yeah, I jugged him. Him? Yeah, I jugged him, P. Yeah, I jugged him. You know, they only sitting over there being beneficial, not because they're official. They just want to be able to say that they was beneficial to the official. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So to that honorary, confident, you know, infinite-minded pimp that's currently going through it to get to it, you holus and dolus right now. I'm gonna say this to you. Everybody gonna have their opinion until they ain't by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? You might just be one of them individuals that's honorary and arrogant like myself, and you don't want to act. You might even got a partner or partners that genuinely would look out for you, but you don't want to sit up there and ask them for a goddamn thing. Listen, Sin completely understand. And so you don't want to ask them for a goddamn thing, or you might have asked, you know, this P or this P for so much, you don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? So in your pride, you be like, no, I ain't gonna ask, or no, I ain't gonna do this. So what you decide to do once you find out about this loan, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, I could just use this loan to shit, get back on my feet. And once I get back on my feet, I could just sit up there, you understand me, and pay, you know what I mean, back. And I'm gonna tell it like it really is, you know, because like I said, everybody gonna have opinions and thoughts up on the subject. But I just say this, man, a lot of you niggas would have did even when niggas be talking against the paper game. Only reason why they be talking against the paper game because they don't have knowledge of the paper game. Some individuals only talk against certain things because they can't do it. They don't have knowledge of it. But if you put them in a fucked up circumstance with the game on how to utilize the paper game and they're in a fucked up circumstance, watch them motherfuckers start utilizing the shit. I'm just telling you the real. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. As far as a PPP loan, if I was fucked up and messed up, and I know some of y'all, oh man, you know, this ain't P. If I was fucked up and messed up, just like I told you, I'm not gonna take the pimp off that man or take the P away from him just because he went holus and dolus. And I found out that during the time when nobody was fucking with P was sitting over there selling some weed. Because if we got into that conversation, you would be surprised on how many, you know, representatives, the representation of the game, then sit up there, you understand me, and sold some weed. Now, does that make him a weed dealer? I want you, and I'm saying these statements because when I open up the phone lines, I want you to have this in mind. Watch this. No, it does not. Watch this. I knew somebody that had their daughter, and the nigga went holus and dolus, and he had his daughter with him. Me and this nigga don't even fuck with each other no more. But I'm gonna tell this. I'm gonna always keep this shit 100. When that nigga went holus and dolus, he had his daughter with him, and he sold some weed to keep food in his daughter's mouth and a roof over his head and his daughter. I'm not gonna take the P away from the man simply because he was holus and dolus and he had his daughter with him. I don't want you niggas to sit up there, you understand me, and make pimps as if they just perfect individuals. That P don't stand for perfect. You can make it perfecting, but you can't make it perfect. Don't do that. You setting yourself up for failure. I'm not gonna take, if this man got a decade worth of pimping, you know what I mean? Moving around, you know what I mean? Always sitting over there, you understand me, campaigning. I done seen this man cross country and I known him nothing for pimping, but at this particular time, you know, he might have had a bitch that got killed or he didn't have some bitches blow up. You don't know this man's circumstance. But one thing I do know is the man got a daughter to feed. So was the man supposed to, when your daughter's sitting over there saying, Daddy, I'm hungry, you know what I mean? What you gonna do? You gonna tell your daughter, baby, you know, I'm going out tonight and I'm gonna knock a bitch and I'm gonna sit up there and knock a bitch. And those that really do this shit for real, hey, check this out. You know what I mean? I like that mentality. And if you stay down, of course you know you're gonna come up. That's inevitable. You know, the pimping can be delayed, but not denied. But check this out. While you being delayed, your child is hungry though. You know what I mean? While you sitting over there, you understand me? Hold on for a minute. There we go. You know, while you sitting over there, you understand me? Talking about, yeah, man, pimps is delayed, man, but we never denied. Yeah, but while you being delayed, your daughter hungry though. What you gonna do? I'm just talking this realism to you right now, hitting you motherfuckers in the chest. I'm not trying to, all of that, because a lot of y'all be sounding like religious people to me. If you ain't never been through nothing, please spare me. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to sit up there and pass judgment, you know what I mean, when you ain't never been through nothing. But I'm talking to motherfuckers they've been in some shit. So that's my question to you. Would you take the P away from them? Me personally, I'm not gonna take the P away from somebody that I've known this man to do nothing but pimping. You understand me, for 10 years or more, cross country, and all of a sudden, because of this circumstance that he got his daughter with him, and he hits his mans up, sits up there, you understand me, and gets some of that weed so he could pay his bills and things like that until he knock, you know what I mean, a bitch, you know what I mean, and get back pimping. I can't take the P away from him. We can roast, we could go back and forth, you know what I mean, we could chop each other up, we could preside over rebuking service for one another, but to take the man's P away from him and to say that he not a pimp, y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much, man. You know, y'all be doing too much. You know, the wrong weed deal would have took him away from his. Bro, you sound like a square. I ain't even gonna read the rest of that shit. I'm talking to niggas that's in the street right now. So you know what I mean? If you got this particular circumstance, you know what I mean? You gonna sit up there and make, I acknowledge. I read 2 seconds of that shit. I looked, I was like, oh, he's a L7. I had to keep on going. You know, I'm talking to street niggas right now. You squares just don't so happen to be blessed to look. You know, but I'm just sitting over there putting this shit out here, man. Look at here. Me personally, like I told you guys, I'm never gonna make provisions for my reputation to be evil spoken of, you know, now at the age of 37. You know what I mean? Am I going to still make mistakes? Am I going to sit up there and do shit at times that is completely, you know what I mean, you know, contrary to, you know, I'm still a human being. And I never want you to start thinking that, again, that P stands for perfect, because it does not. Because I know things, and these individuals are still looked upon as legends, you know? So listen to me once again. If you're a young P, me personally, I'm telling you, do not take heed. Do not participate. I'm telling you that. I don't know what them other P's is telling you, but Sin telling you to leave that shit alone. If you thinking about sending the bitch to do it, or the bitches to get involved in that shit, you know what I mean, to the young pimping, no, I don't encourage that. I'm gonna tell you to leave that shit alone and just keep it all the way pimping. If you're a young P, you fucked up right now. You in your car, you don't even got enough money, you know what I mean, to buy a motherfucking 99-cent cheeseburger and shit like that. Nigga, I've been there and done that. All I'm gonna tell you, nigga, is sit up there, you understand me, and stay down until the game bless you to come up. That's the fuck I'm gonna tell you. You know? Now, what I will tell you, if you got a circumstance where I don't know your circumstance and it's some shit that you had to come up with to pay this and pay that, and right now, you know what I mean, you holeless and doleless, hey man, as one criminal to another criminal, you had to do what you had to do. You had to do what you had to do, man. But one thing that I will tell you is, if you sit up there and get that PP loan, you're gonna have to sit up there, you understand me, and pay. You better pay that shit back with the quickness. You better pay that shit back with the quickness, nigga. Don't think niggas talking about some, yeah, man, we just getting over on the government. All right, man. You know. Yeah, man, we getting over, man. The government owe us, man. Yeah, man, I'm sitting over there breaking on the pavement in the government, man. I'm getting mine, you dig? Idiot. Don't do that. If you got that PPP loan and it was during a time when you was fucked up, you know what I mean, and you was in a fucked up circumstance, as soon as you blessed to get back in position to pay that shit back immediately. Pay that shit back immediately. You know, I'm just, like I said, it's so many individuals that's on the side, and that's why I'm so grateful for my platform. It's so many individuals on the sideline who haven't done no pimping. They're speaking on the pimping. You know, but what I'm telling the youth, leave that shit alone, man. I want you to maintain your freedom. You know, and I'd rather for you to be broke in the streets than for you to sit up there and just have, you know, like, man, you know, I got hella store, you know what I mean? I got hella soups, I got hella honey buns, you know, in your cell. Nah, I'd just rather for you to be broke out here. Kev Mack, blessings to you, Kev. You know, so now, man, you know what I mean? I know that, you know, some of you niggas is getting it, and then you sending the bitch to go get it, or the bitches to go get it, and things like that. I know individuals, they doing their thing with it and shit like that. Hey, man, but Sin gonna tell you, because I want you to maintain your liberty in society. You know what I mean? No, don't even make provisions for that to happen. Leave that alone, you know? And I wanted to give clarity on that. It's too many individuals. I might even do a video on that. You know, a lot of y'all do that to one another because you don't fuck with a nigga no more, or y'all into it. You just take the nigga pimping away. All right, nigga, I ain't your friend no more, nigga. You ain't a pimp. All right, nigga, we into it. All right, nigga, I didn't like what you did. You ain't a pimp no more. I ain't a pimp no more, Pete? No, you ain't a pimp no more. We ain't friends. You know, I'm taking your pimping. This game don't work like that. It don't work like that. I promise you it don't work like that. Just because you into it with an individual and y'all have a discrepancy, that don't mean that you got, you understand me, the power, man, to just take this man's ability away, man. You just took his pimping away. Come on, man. You know? So no, we can't do that. You know what I mean? We can't do that, man. You know what I mean? At all. And so, hold on, before I open up these phone lines and things like that. What else did I want? Oh, let me just say this also. If you are, say for example, because I don't want to open up, because that's another thing that I want to do. I want to sit up there and speak on. Individuals will use certain situations. Appreciate that, Ruben. They will use situations to basically make justification for what they're doing. That's why, you know what I mean? It's not good for the straight lace pimp to be involved in any of these activities, simply because when a straight lace pimp is involved in any of these activities, he basically makes provisions for people basically that's not pimps, they hate the pimping, that dislike, you know what I mean, the pimping, to basically speak falsely on the pimping. Get them likes up. Come on, man. Why my likes ain't on one accord with my viewers? Come on, man. Uh, it's not good for a straight lace pimp to deviate, backslide, subside, you know what I mean, to do anything else, you know what I mean, besides pimp, to come up, because you give basically a license, and you enable individuals that dislike you and hate on you, that's jealous of you, you know what I mean, an opportunity, you know what I mean, to lie on you. To say, yeah, I know the nigga was doing that, and yeah, he was doing some more shit. And once basically the public, you know, find out about it, it's easy for a hater, a jealous motherfucker, to sit up there and just put more fuel on the fire. By you being involved in this, you know what I mean, a hater, a motherfucker that dislike you, they'll say that, you know, man, you've been selling drugs, and you know what I mean, that you've been doing other things to mix it to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't want to make no provisions, you know, for anybody to say anything, you know what I mean, about you. Don't let your good be evil spoken of. Don't make provisions, you know, for that to even transpire. Like I said, my opinion ain't got no dominion over what the fuck you do, but because I love you and I love your liberty and society, I don't want you to lose it. And I want you to, before you get involved in that, I want you to think about the consequences. Think about the consequences before you make that decision. Think about the consequences before you sell that weed. Think about the consequences, you understand me, before you sell, you know, that meth or whatever the hell you're going to sell. Think about the consequences before you take that loan. You know, think about the consequences. Because the consequence just might not be, you know, a correctional facility. But, you know what I mean? Hold on for a minute. Hold on, let me see if I can. Damn, knowledge. Shit. Cause I'm trying to press on bro name, and his shit ain't even yeah, his shit ain't even coming up. Damn. It is what it is. Gotta keep going. Ruben, create you another account, man. You know what I mean? And come back through, man. Damn, knowledge just sit up there, man, and the nigga. Bro, you can't. Okay, Ruben came back. I guess I hit the thing or something. Maybe he came back. You know? There we go. But, you know, just keeping that thing all the way 100, man, I love you guys. And it's my duty. I got to do what's vital to the title, you know what I mean, of a watchman. And I just got to alert you. I need you to think of, you know what I mean, of a watchman. And I just got to alert you. I need you to think about, see, you just thinking about the money. Now, like I said, if you got a daughter, you got a son, you got children involved, and you got to do this and you have to make things work, don't nobody know your situation that's outside of your situation. So if you in a situation where you had to do the fuck you had to do, you know what I mean, to make it do what it do, then, you know, fuck with everybody else, you know, think about whatever the fuck you did. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? None of these motherfuckers gonna sit up there, you understand me, and do anything that's beneficial. They not paying your bills. You know, they not sitting over there, you know what I mean, looking out for you. These ain't even people that you fuck with. Don't lose the one life you got or waste the one life you got thinking about what other motherfuckers think about your moves and shit. You know? But like I said, before you do this move, think about the consequences. That consequence might not be jail or prison. That consequence might just be you putting a stain on your name and giving everybody in the game to sit up there, you understand me, and bring up these things, you know what I mean, a motherfucking decade or decades later. Did you hear what I said? I want to say that one more again and let you digest that in your spirit. You can do something, get involved in something, and when you did what you did, you might then go to jail for it. You might then go to prison for it. God was merciful to you. You maintained your liberty in society. But because you doing something that was contrary, you understand, you gave permission, a license, you enable a variety of motherfuckers with the cheap perfume called jealousy to get into a continuity of hating on you. You enabled them motherfuckers to sit up there, you understand me, and bring something up a decades ago. Look at Sinful to P for an example. Look at myself for an example. We in 2021. You got niggas that still talking. I'm 37 years old, and you got niggas on blades. You got grown ass men having conversations with other grown ass men about my dick in 2008. I can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Listen to exactly what I'm saying. You got niggas, you understand me, that's sitting over there speaking on my dick in 2008, 23 years old, did something. You know what I mean? It's still my fault, but you know, a lot of individuals that know my character, they know that I'm not no fucking pedophile. They know that I'm not looking for no fucking minors or looking to endeavor to preside over minors and things like that. But that situation transpired in 2008, and you still have a population of grown ass men that's on three-way calls or niggas standing in 15 and 20 niggas deep, you know, on blades talking about my dick in 2008. Now, I know that, you understand me, just like my pimping, you know what I mean, this dick is international because, you know what I mean, these niggas internationally talk about these niggas internationally talk about my dick just like they talk about my pimp. They do. So ladies, if you listening, you know what I mean, I want you to pay attention. You know what I mean, it's a lot of importance with Sinful to P. You know? Niggas be in conference calls. You know what I mean? They come back on the phone. What you say about Sin's dick? What you say about Sin's dick? Facts. And I think this, and we want to know, you know, okay, so what happened and woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? Niggas want to investigate, you know what I mean, my dick. They still investigate my balls from 2008. So I said all that to say this. Hey, check this out. If it's 2021 and they still bringing up a situation that I never got even convicted for, the case was dropped in 2008. The alleged victim, the person that's supposed to be the victim in the case, you know what I mean? She's going to, matter of fact, hell yeah, I had to see this, like I said, it's just that time. She's about to make 28 years old. What do you mean, little girl? She about to make 28 years old. But because that situation did transpire, people will always still have a desire to still bring it up 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. Don't put yourself in that situation, young pimp. Young P, don't even put yourself in that situation. Don't put yourself in that situation. Then a lot of y'all be silly, y'all be stupid, You're gonna get these loans, and then you sitting over there, you understand me? You buying jewelry, you buying other things with it. Don't do that. You're gonna sit up there and buy all these materialistic things that have nothing to do with pertaining to a business or anything. Them people paying attention to how you spend their money. Do you hear me? Them people is paying attention to how you spend their money. So once again, like I said, my opinion ain't got no dominion on what you niggas do, man. You know what I mean? But I don't want you guys to put yourselves in a jam. And then on second thought, I don't want you because you see somebody else basically, doing it. They didn't send they bitches to do it. You know what I mean? And they doing their thing and they having it their way. It where they appear to be having it their way. Just because God is being merciful to him and his little broads, that don't mean that he gonna be merciful to you. He got away with that, but that don't mean you gonna get away with that. So leave that alone. Then that wouldn't be PPP. You put an I in it. But I just had to be like that. But you put the I in it, so that come up with something better. But nah, I'm fucking with you. But before I open up these phone lines, if you didn't hear nothing else, just think about that. If the money is involved, it got to be a consequence involved. And what's the consequence? It's got to be a flip side to this. So what's the flip side? And 9 out of 10, but a lot of y'all not able to deal with that flip side. So leave it alone. Now one thing I can say, if you able to deal with the consequence, you can still stand up as a man, to the consequences of your decision, then yeah. Then that's cool then. If you can stand up to the consequences, of your decision. If you can stand up and you can deal with, the consequences of your decision, then okay. If you want to sit up there and decide to do that, and you know what come with that, and you still deciding to do that, okay, then it is what it motherfucking is. But I just had to provide you that warning. I just had to sit up for those that's even thinking about doing it. This might just be your warning to not do it. Because that bitch or them bitches that you sending, to go do that. That very same bitch, oh P, she solid. She ain't gonna tell on me. She not gonna sit up there and be a witness against me and woo 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 woo. Sound like the perfect dumbass nigga. She been with me for 4 years. She been with me for 5 years. She been with me for woo 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 woo. Will be the main one. Did he send you to do this? Did he instruct you to do this? Did he tell you to write this? Did he tell you to write that? Did he tell you to give falsified, information? Did he tell you to do woo 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 woo? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Did he tell you? Did he tell you to write this? Did he tell you? Yes. He told me. He gave me instructions. He was the one. He came up with the whole plan, and I didn't know anything about this, and I just wanted to. I'm telling you, man. It's not. Don't put yourself in that position. P, that's not gonna happen, man. She's solid. P, this my baby mama. Oh my God. You gonna learn, boy. You boys gonna learn. You boys gonna learn. Oh man, she been with me, man. Like, man, this my one. This my bottom bitch. You niggas gonna learn. But okay, hold on. Hold on for a minute. Let me get this. Other subjects, but I am going to listen to you guys because I'm interested in what you had have to say, you know. But yeah, let this be your wake up call. Okay, let me put the number. Okay, let me put the number. Okay, let me put the number. The last day of May, baby. And it's not my last day on YouTube. You know, okay, the 702-800-9473 number that you see, you know what I mean, in the comment section. If you have an opinion, you got a question, you want to make a statement, on it, you know what I mean, you definitely can. You know, you definitely can. But once again, man, this might be a lot of y'all, warning. Always remember that just because God was merciful to one, that don't mean that he's going to be merciful to you. Oh man, I got game. I got game. It's a lot of niggas in prison with game. Matter of fact, they got more game now that they in prison. I got game. I got game. I got game. Yeah, it's a lot of niggas in prison that's gamed up. It's a lot of niggas in prison. I got game. I got game. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, player?
This is not much. This is Brian out in Anchorage, Alaska. I just saw the thumbnail, and honestly, I think that if a P can get one of those PPP loans because he's got something authentic going on, I think he should definitely take advantage of it.
That's not the question, bro. It
Okay.
wasn't about if he had something authentic going on. If he got LLC, if he got hold on for a minute. Yeah, I wasn't talking about the individuals who have legitimate businesses or basically endeavors or what have. I'm not talking about that population. I'm talking about the population that gave falsified information to get that accumulation from them people. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no. That's not the game you should play. I don't think so. Especially since, you know what I'm saying, like the whole mythos of the pimp is that he, you know what I'm saying, he live off the woman. He live off the game.
Right.
So if you're saying that you live off the game, then you gotta pimp or die. That's what I think.
I'm gonna say this. And I definitely agree with that mentality because I've taught it, I've preached it, I live it. But what I will say, just like the circumstance that I've given, if he's in a circumstance where he's presiding over a child or his children, and his daughter say, "Daddy, I'm hungry," and he say, "Baby, it's pimp or die," like
Yeah,
that's not reality.
it's not reality, but
It's not a
that's
but.
that's the
Excuse me, hold
yeah,
on, hold
there's
on.
the
It's not a
but. You
but.
chose,
Listen to me. Listen
you know
to
what I'm
me.
saying, if
That's
you
not
chose
a
the game,
bruh. Stop. You niggas is in cartoons. We in reality. If you have a child and your daughter is hungry, you know what I mean, or you got to come up with this, you know what I mean, to maintain this while you got this child. You got some people, you got some niggas that's actually in the game and they baby mama, when they originally, of course, in times past, had they baby mama when they was presiding over their baby mama, she was sober. She was attractive. But once he stopped presiding over her, she went to drugs and everything. So now he had to take the child. Maybe grandmama needed a break or something. And while he's in custody of that child, for whatever reason, that bitch or them bitches blew up. And, when a child is hungry, you know what I mean? That's what we just talking common sense right now. So that's
No, I feel
when a
you. I feel
child,
you. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
But what I'm saying is,
it's not hold on,
if you are finna, if you are, okay,
hold on, bro. We got to always keep in mind that when sin say certain things, we always got to keep in mind, not only am I a spokesman for the game, but we also have to remember that the individuals that listen to my videos, all right? So when I make the statements that I make, understand that when I make it, it's to basically not only represent this game, but to give clarity, to give understanding to those that have misunderstood it for so long, you know? And that
well, let me
real
ask you a question.
okay, brother, go ahead. I didn't even finish, but go ahead, man.
So I'm saying, like, what's the difference is
I
if
didn't
a
even
dude who's professing pimping is is getting in a hard spot in life, what's the difference between him getting a PPP loan or going back to gangbanging or going back to selling dope? Well,
I don't know why you brought. I don't know why you brought up gang. I don't know why you brought up. I don't know why you brought up gang banging, but okay. I see you with the selling
Well,
drugs.
some folks live off of
No, just let's just
hanging
keep it
with the
at
gang.
drug. No. Okay, so what did you say? Okay, drug dealing, and go ahead, continue.
Right. I'm saying, like, if I had asked the question. I'm done with the question. I'm just
Okay,
asking
so the answer to that
what's the
is
difference?
okay. The answer to that is, and every representative will have a different perspective, but Sin is saying that I don't see really any difference. Me, that's just me personally. And anybody that know how I am, whether it's my a loved one, whether it's me, a brother, somebody I love, I'm always going to tell you the absolute truth. Me personally, everybody else might have a different view on it. But what I will say is, I gave you the same example of the P that I knew that sold some weed. And this is somebody I don't even
Yeah.
fuck with no more. But I didn't take the pimping away from him and say he's not a pimp anymore because during that time when he was fucked up and he had the baby with him, you know what I mean? He sold some weed so him and his daughter can keep eating. No, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say that man not a pimp no more. I'm gonna just simply say that he was in a bad circumstance, and during the time that he was in that circumstance, he did something that was contrary to what we do in order to basically get by at that particular time. Now, when we get into a roasting or a chopping, I might say some things, you know what I mean, to sit up there and mess with that man, you know what I mean, while we talking shit like pimps do, you know what I mean. But to keep it all the way 100, I can't take his pee, and who am I to even take his pee? But I can't take the pimping away from him. If he got a solid, this man been pimping solid for 10 years or more, and all because of one circumstance, you know what I mean? He did something that was contrary, so him and his daughter can keep eating until he knock his next bitch. No, I'm not gonna take the
Yeah,
pimping away from him
I
for
feel
that.
you on that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're done. If
No,
I
go
can
ahead,
hop
go
in real
ahead.
quick with something. Like, like, to keep it way 100, only issue comes when I'm using the label as though the label itself gives me the glory. And then I'm not compliant to the expectations of the label that you know what I'm saying? That makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
but let me say this
You know
to
what I'm saying?
you,
It's okay,
brother.
whatever I need to
Hold on,
do
brother.
to
Brother,
get,
let me say
you
this.
feel me though?
No, I don't. Let me just say this to you. Um, a Muslim, a Christian, a Baptist, preacher, minister. All of these are some very some titles, representations of different lifestyles. But I'm here to tell you that every representation of every lifestyle has failed. So in some kind of way, form, or fashion. You're not gonna tell me that this whole route, this whole road, this whole journey, you know what I mean, it's just been completely perfect. You never misrepresented. You never did anything that was contrary to that which you know to be right, or that which you think to be right. You know, so that is in every walk of life. Why should our walk of life be any different? I don't know
Because,
why. I don't know why people
oh,
think that the pimps are perfect. They're not. That P don't stand for perfect. No, it does not. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? To whom much is given, much is required. But at the same particular time, just like it say, all have sinned and come short. I'm here to tell you that, all have pimped and they've come short, in the game at different times, you
bro,
know, including myself. We all have F's on our report card. But you, of course, when you have your suit on or you got some jewelry, so you have to understand, when you look at Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or what have you, you're seeing what the people want you to see. It's only going to be a few individuals that actually put everything out there in totality. Why you think that the youth gravitate to me? Man, I'm talking to the youth every day. That's why I laugh when one pimp, man, the game don't fuck with you. Nigga, the game fuck with me more than all of you. I'm living proof of that. It is nobody in the lifestyle of pimping and hoeing that deals with the youth more than Sinful. With that being said, that's more of a reason why I can't be involved in certain things. There's certain things that, I thought about doing, but I couldn't do it because, I have the youth looking at me now. Not just in the game, but outside the game. You know? So
yeah, that's
no.
exactly my point. Like what
So
you said, it capitalizes my point.
but see,
As to what I'm
hold on,
saying.
But you can't judge another man by my measure.
No, I'm not judging. But what I'm saying is,
And hold on, and
you got to you.
if he fail, even in his measure, we can't take his ministry, we can't take his title just because he failed that particular time. It has to be a continuity of that. That's why I had to indirectly but directly speak on a toothless, truthless individual speaking on, another director when he didn't basically go all into it. No, nigga. If a nigga sit up there and get a PPP loan, and he did this one time, how is this justification for you sitting over there using the paper game for years and trying to make it look like pimping? Stop it. Stop it.
Check me out.
Like that doesn't add
What I
up.
wanted to say though, it makes, like, you're right. You can't take the man's card based on his current situation, and it does need to be a consistent exposition of failure in order for us to just say no, you ain't what you professing to be. But what I'm saying is you need to be real with people. Not you specifically, but a person needs to be real with people. If you literally just hustling to survive and you just happen to be in that lifestyle, you shouldn't walk around trying to like flex on folks. Meanwhile, you go home and you're like, man, I'm waiting on that PPP loan. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got an issue
Now
with.
look at what you just said.
Dude is just sitting here.
The reason why,
okay, it don't matter what he just happens to be.
But the reason why you
be doing stuff.
The reason why you just hold on.
Like
The reason why you just destroyed what you said. He's waiting. Okay, and before you said it, he's waiting on the PPP loan. You just said hustling. Hustling is, that's an ongoing thing. So the individual that was using the paper game for years as a hustle and basically professing, AOB, for years, that would be the hustler. It wouldn't be the individual. Hold on for a minute. It wouldn't be to the individual that was in a fucked up circumstance that bust a move one time to get himself in position to get back pimping. That's two different mentalities. If one individual did bust a move, not so they can sit up there and start hustling. They didn't bust a move so they can get back you know what I mean, to sitting over there, you know what I mean, being selling shit in the game, and you know what I mean. Or no, the individual did what they did to basically get back in position, you know what I mean, to get pimping. Versus the other individual that's using the paper game for years, acting like basically it's AOB. That's two different mentalities. That's two different
You're right. You're
individuals.
right. And that second mentality that you're talking about, I have an issue with. I don't like that. Like, just be real with people, bro. Like, if you look at it, like, if you just struggling, then don't don't have the rest of the community
And
feeling like, you know what I'm
matter of
saying?
fact, since
You
since
got it.
it's, you made me think of something. It's just like, okay, one of me and a partner of mine, we ended up kind of like going back and forth. Hold on. We kind of had a clash of the titans. You know what I mean? We was going back and forth with it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically to say who's pimping better, who's doing this, who's doing that. And within the conversation of us basically sitting over there, you know what I mean, throwing shots, at one another, you know what I mean, he started talking about, he was pretty much making it seem as if everything he was doing was just completely out the bitch booty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I let it be known that yes, seeing checking it, but at the same particular time, what you have to know is all my bills. And listen to me. And I want to give inspiration to the young representation in the game. All my bills is paid with legal dollars. The game has put me in a position where every bill that I have, you know what I mean, I pay it with legal dollars. Not one pussy dollar touches any of my bills. If them people even looked into the situation, they're going to have a very hard time, because the game has put me in a position now where I'm paying everything legally, legal dollars. All right. So
Yeah.
for my young peas, I don't know, maybe you need to write a book or create a platform, or you want to create something where you can live off the game. You want to create something where even when you're no longer in the game, you still living off the game. Even before Andre Taylor was in the position that, Dre is in now, he was still living off the game. He was still giving consultation. He was still basically, people were still seeking his advice because of the things that he did previously in the game. So he was no longer in the game. That shit been gone decades ago. But because, you know what I mean, of his reputation, the abundance of information that he has, even with no participation in the game, he'll still get accumulation from the game because he's still. Hold on for a minute. I put myself in a position where everything that I'm taking care of now, is legal. Everything. Everything. And let me say this, to all everybody that's listening, because I see a lot of arrogance on YouTube. I see YouTubers talking shit to the people that put them on. I see different people on YouTube talking shit, you know what I mean, to their audience, talking shit to the individuals that put them on. And Sin wants to tell every individual that's ever did a consultation with me, that came over to Patreon, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, we gonna be on that by this summer, man. Sin gonna be even 1,500 or 50, over 1,500 people deep over there. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. I appreciate you. Sin, I only paid $5. Man, listen, a whole bunch of ones beat a whole bunch of nuns any day. Sin only gave 50. Yeah, but you have to multiply that by all the people that's there. And with the collaboration of Patreon, YouTube, consultation, Sin don't have to pay one bill or anything with any dollars that come from, you know what I mean, anything else. because the people put me in a position, you know what I mean, to do that. You know what I mean? And I want to thank you, you know what I mean, for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I'm endeavoring to make more sacrifices so when I come back, I can give you all my time, and not just give you all my time, but I can give you more with more quality. As much as I like this place, I mean, it's cool, you know, and everything. The view is cool and everything. But, you know, seeing I got to be able, while I'm off, I got to be able to fix this connection because I want to have you, you know, with not perfect, I mean, you know, perfect quality, you know what I mean, perfect internet connection. You know, I've endeavored to do it, but god damn, I didn't set up there, you know what I mean, and switch to this company, still having this problem. I don't know if I'm too high in the sky. I don't know if being on the 37th floor, you know what I mean, fucks things up. I don't know. You know, but I just think that you deserve that because you put me in that position. Let me just brag for just 2 seconds. Man, listen, I'm in a position now, and that's why certain ex-hoes, you know, they probably scared now. Not excuse me, not probably, they are. I'm in a position now where in my yesterday when a funky bitch was on automatic or when a bitch was sitting over there doing shit like I don't feel like going to work tonight or I don't feel like doing this or you know she might be having a problem with you know with a wifey or you know she on automatic and she might get you know some bands on her that she know that I need to pay this and pay that, but now the bitch want to act funky because I'm not physically around her. I am in such a beautiful position now that I don't have to deal with that because you guys enabled me to be in a position where sin don't have to deal with that. You know, and I know they might not say anything, but motherfuckers be listening. You know, yeah, I want you to know I don't have to deal with that no more. It's a way better position. You know, so to the young peas that's listening, you want to put yourself in a position where you still living off the game without doing extracurriculum activity shit. You don't have to sell drugs and you don't have to mix it to fix it. You still living off your game. And I told you guys, you know, I ain't gonna say immediately when I hit it, but by that time I should be done with it. I don't know, you know, but you definitely gonna get books from me in the future. It's gonna go on and on and on, you know. So no, I don't encourage you to get a PPP loan. I expect you to sit up there and pimp up. But if you in a fucked up circumstance, and I don't know your circumstance in totality, reality is if you bust a move so you can get in position, so you can pimp up, do exactly what I told you, man. As soon as you pimp up, man, you know what I mean? You need to hurry up and get them people back their money, man. You know? Because even after you pay them people back their money and, you know what I mean, whatever, you don't go to jail or prison, you know, once them people find out, you know, the haters and the jealous people in the lifestyle find out, they're going to be trying to sit up there and, you know, put a stain on your neck, whatever. But like I said, you can't compare that to an individual that is continuously, you know, using the paper game, continuously selling drugs, and this person I had to sit up there and say, wait a minute, hold up. I'm not justifying nobody. But what I do want to say is how does one individual that been hustling, been mixing it to fix it for years, how does he sit up there and try to minimize or criticize the individual that bust one move? Now, whether that move be wrong or right, okay, we can get on them about that one move. But we can't put you in a dude that did one move to a motherfucker that's been making different moves and other moves and shit every day, you know what I mean, for years. No, that doesn't make sense. Don't do that. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, but to each his own. But no, I wouldn't put them two in the same category. Plus, the individual that busted the move, I don't know everything in this totality. It might be a young P or older P, and they might be fighting a case right now. I don't know. He had to come up with money to pay the lawyer. He had to come up with money to maintain this. I don't know. But for whatever reason, he bust that fucking move. When he sit up there and get that money back, pay them people back their motherfucking money. Pronto. But yeah, 702-800-9473. Anybody that want to chop it up about this subject, you can call in. The Pimpin, whoever. 702-800-9473. You might disagree with me right now. This is the perfect time to disagree with me. Call in. If I'm saying some bullshit or some shit that's contrary to the real or what's right, 702-800-9473. Call in right now and address that shit. Let's talk about it. Let's sit down at the round table. Come on, man. Come on. 702-800-9473. Let's talk about it. But while we talking about it, get my likes over 300. Yeah, get them likes up. While we chopping it up, yeah, get them likes up. Everybody hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell. You know what I mean? But yeah, everybody hit that like button. Let me see. But yeah, sin ain't making no justification for you niggas that's sitting up. I told you niggas, you can't sell drugs and be this pimping. I told you that you can't. Sin hasn't deviated. I don't care if I even sit up there and did something contrary. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. No, we not justifying nothing. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on with you, man?
What's going on? Talk to me.
Shit. Oh, I'm gonna make it real smooth and real quick. Check me out. Look, them folks could have legit businesses going on. You dig what I'm saying? They could have trucks. They could have businesses. They could have employees. You dig what I'm saying? Just because they the pimping don't mean that they ain't got businesses going. You feel me? So them folks could have easily, you know what I mean? What if they really during the COVID and during all that?
That's not what. Pandemic. That's not what we was talking about.
Oh, my apologies. I'm thinking about if we could get the PPP loan.
I wasn't talking to the people who have legitimate businesses or legitimate whatever. I wasn't talking
just
about
capping
that.
off of it. Oh,
I'm talking about individuals that's using falsified information on the application to get accumulation from them people. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Well, yeah, I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm gonna tap out on that. But you know what I mean, by all means, do what you do, and I agree with what you said. If you're gonna do what you do, to do what you do, to pay them folks back, because you know what I mean, it's a paper trail. Goddamn it, just like that. But
blessings to him. That's why it's so important to listen. We gotta listen. Hello.
What's the deal, Sam?
Talk to me.
Man, shit, I'm going to go ahead and stick to the concept what we talking about today.
Yeah.
My honest opinion, is it wrong for the pimping to get the PPP loan? My honest opinion, no. But at the same time, if you confessing to participate in this lifestyle, you claim this pimping, nigga pimp. You know what I mean? Do what you confessing to do. And on the same accord, don't disrespect or shit on the authentic pimp. Really getting it out the mud, who really getting it out the bitch butt. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now what I will tell you is this. Put it like this. Let's say that he been checking it out, the bitch pussy, you know what I mean, completely, only, you know what I mean, for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, a Euroclydon a thunderstorm come up in his lifestyle. To come up in his life, and he not moving at his pimping at a standstill. Now,
right.
If he basically, because of situations that he's done, and then I know some pimps that have done some things for pimps, and because they looked out for certain people they used to fuck with, it put them in a fucked up situation. So they ended up being in debt. So they couldn't move the way that they desired to move. And they in this circumstance, fucked up or fucked off, and they find out that they can sit up there, you understand me, and check, this little 20 racks or what have you. And they sit up there and check the little 20 racks, they pay the little debt, and they sit up there, you understand, and get mobile, and start moving around. And now they done knock some bitches, and now they done sit up there and pay them people back their money. You know what I mean? And now he back, doing what he's doing. Okay, what's your opinion on that situation?
Man, let me say this. It's trials and tribulations with any and every lifestyle you participate in. It don't matter.
Fact.
It don't matter what you do. It's trials and tribulations. Shit. But I always respect the motherfucker who done stayed true to it and done put in that work and really devoted their life and time to this shit. Right. And not just playing around. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, cause like I said, and I wanted the young pimpin' to hear this. Always remember that you reap what you sow. And I wanted everybody to understand that the consequences of your action, it might not be you going to jail, but the consequence of your action is that you might have took a flawless representation, a representation that was never known for any other shit but just straight lace up and down pimping, and now basically you do something that people basically now want to play with and play with your name and try to basically get it in other extracurricular activities and shit. So you might not go to a correctional facility, but your name get in the category of others that, that mix it to fix it. Because you decided to basically, get in this, you decided to bust a move. Now you might not have hustled with it. It might not have been a continuation. Like that nigga that just got locked up, that made that, talking about he want to use this platform to tell people to not fuck with the shit. Yeah, nigga, but you sit up there and collected, what that nigga collect, 24 million? Like, see, like I said, it's a difference from a nigga that bust a move and an individual that actually made this into a fucking hustle. This is what you're doing now. This is who you are. Like, you a PP loan hustler. Like, you that nigga. You know what I mean? You done became Big Meech off the shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, but what I will say is, always remember that if you don't remember nothing else from this video, jail or prison might not be your consequence. Your consequence just might be, reputable, pimps basically saying that you didn't keep it all the way pimping in that particular circumstance. Right. And to a real straight lace pimp, to a straight laced pimp that really loved this game, that's really wrapped up, tied up, and entangled up in this game, just to hear authentic pimps say that you didn't keep it straight laced pimping in that circumstance, that'll hit your heart. That's gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? A straight lace pimp, somebody that's been keeping it pimping according to the rules and regulations, for years, and then for the authentic to say. Go ahead.
Fuck around and change the whole game and have a motherfucker. It's supposed to be non-contact, but shit like that can turn into a contact sport, depending on how you playing it. You know what I mean?
If I'm gonna put it to you like this, if your motherfucking ass, make it a hustle like dude did, it's gonna be a contact sport. It's gonna be your hands. In the motherfucking handcuffs, that's gonna be your contact. It's gonna be you in the back of that police car, that's contact. It's gonna be you, in the shower, with other niggas, with only niggas, that's contact. You sleeping on that hard ass, wooden ass bed, that's contact. It's gonna become a contact sport.
Man, hey. I always 100 with it, man. That's why I tune in every time you're on.
Man, I appreciate
but another
that.
Another thing I want to say is, to answer your other question, is this pimping? Get that loan? No, it's not pimping, because you didn't get this out the bitch. You know what I mean? You got this out of a loan, so you can't consider that pimping. It's not pimping.
Right. So when we say pimping, well, at least when I say pimping is when somebody say, what's a pimp? Pimp's only pimp. Huh? Yeah, pimp's only pimp. That's pimping. I'm not selling no drugs. I'm not doing anything else, but living off my game, my information. I'm sending that hoe, to different locations, man, to execute my game. I'm checking it out, you know,
Every dollar.
pussy dollars, you know. Now,
Yeah.
Now, when you get you a hoe, now when you elevate that hoe and you give her some Harvard University game, and she can talk for it, or she know how to sit up there and run some good drag game. When you done really lace the hoe up or them hoes up, with some good drag game, then a bitch can sit up there and start really seducing and reducing tricks, for everything they got, and the bitch didn't have to open up her legs to make a trick open up his bank account. You know what I mean? It's
conversation rule the nation.
Hey man, it's different. You understand me? Demonstrations, but what I will sit up there and say, taking it back to the simplicity of it. Just don't put yourself, because this is a subject I had to speak on because I love y'all, and it's too many young peas, man. You too impressionable. And you would think that this one, because this person did it, that person did it, that person did it, or let me do it because this person did it, and then now, okay, you try to do it. And then you don't get away. God don't be merciful to you. He chastise you the moment the game sit up there and spank your motherfucking ass as soon as you try to jump off the porch with it. Exactly. So yeah, man, leave that alone. But yeah, bro, let me sit up there and see who else want to call in right quick. But I appreciate you blessing me with your time, sir.
Hey, all love.
Man, blessings to you. Love. Okay. I guess I'll sit up there and yeah, that's cool. Take a few more calls. Hello.
Seeing what's happening, man.
What's going on with it? Talk to me.
Blessings, man. Hey, you're a blessing to the game, man. I've been watching you for a long time, though. But check it.
Mm-hmm.
You called me a square earlier. That shit wasn't cool, man. But it's all good. I just want to clarify my stance on everything when I'm in flipping burgers or whatnot before I sell reefer or sell weed. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before you say that, okay, but we don't even know who you are, and I'm not gonna call you. And second of all, ain't nobody ever got into no jam or caught no case. You know what I mean?
I respect that. I ain't called to get all crazy. This is out of respect, though. You know what I'm talking about?
What I'm saying is, are you professing to be one of the authentic?
I mean, hey. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that online. That's nothing I'm gonna say online. Period. That's just you gotta respect that, like everything else.
Bro, you're not. My point was to you that you're not this. So of course, by you not being this, you made the statement that you made. So that's why you basically sat up there and said what you said. You didn't even understand what we were saying.
That had I definitely understood.
No, you didn't, because
you
if
said,
you understand.
Okay, listen.
No, it's not, brother. This sinful to P you talking to. Listen to me, man.
Respect. Go ahead.
If say for example, a pimp, first of all, ain't gonna fill out no job application. Only time a pimp gonna fill out a job application is if he on parole or probation. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard you say that plenty of times. I respect that.
Yeah. So he's not thinking about flipping no burgers. You have to keep in mind, if he's a pimp, he's a fucking criminal. So he's criminal minded. So he's going to get into some criminality to produce that currency. He's not about to sit up there, and then you have to keep in mind, if this nigga been pimping for over a fucking decade, what the fuck he look like getting behind a counter, flipping burgers, and making provisions for hoes that have seen him down and about it for years, walking in his fucking McDonald's and seeing him flipping burgers. That's not
Saying,
that's not the
okay,
reality.
go ahead.
That's not the reality of this game, sir. A pimp is not gonna sit up there, you know what I mean? Well, let me see if I can flip some burgers. And then you're not even thinking. He still got to get hired for the job. They're not gonna give him an advancement or anything. So even after he worked that job, he's still gonna have to work 2 to 3 weeks to receive his first check. So that's what I was saying, bro. Just be quiet and let Sin do this.
Okay, respect. May I speak now?
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what my only qualm with the entire situation, it wasn't even a qualm, but it's like when you threw the kid in the mix, boom, he been pimping for 10 years and now he fell off, so boom, he got a kid, he got his daughter. Respect. But listen, when it comes to that dope dealing, man, niggas get their heads blown off for a QP nowadays, a pound. If somebody truly is doing it for their kids, because he's saying you don't have kids. If somebody really doing it for their kids, they ain't gonna risk losing their kids. I done time for this. 276-370. That's my SCDC number. You can look it up. So this is coming from experience, brother. Ain't no square here. So that's what I'm saying on that end. If it's truly about the kids and not the lifestyle, you ain't gonna take that route. You gonna do whatever you can to be with your kid. You ain't gonna take them type penitentiary chance throwing rocks by selling powder, by selling weed and all that. You ain't gonna do that if you think it's level-headedly and it's actually about your kid. Now the lifestyle, you're trying to maintain a lifestyle, that's different. You see what I'm saying? But don't put it on the kids saying, oh, well, I got my kid, I'm gonna sell this reefer just to feed. So many people do that in the game, and that's the misconception with dope dealing. They put, oh, I gotta feed my family. A lot of them niggas just want to live their lifestyle, bro. I done been there, I done said that. You see what I'm saying? So I know what it is. But that was my only point. That's why I was like, well, shit, I got 2 kids right now in the other room. Shit, if it came down to it, I don't give a fuck what a nigga gonna say. I'm feeding my kids. I don't give a fuck what an ex-hoe gonna say. I'm feeding my kids. Bitches, you gonna goddamn break yourself so I can feed my kids? What is it? Is you gonna feed his kids? You know what I'm saying? Is the pimpin' gonna feed his kids? Ain't nobody else feeding his kids. So I'm not gonna risk leaving my kids, especially if I gotta have them. The mama ain't no good. I gotta have them. So I'm not gonna risk leaving my kids out there. Like, that's just what I would do. I'm not saying he did the wrong thing, and I'm hoping he made it through that situation. You see what I'm saying? But that was where I was coming from with it. It wasn't no square shit. It's like, if it's truly about the kids, then boom, this is what I would do. Because I got 2 of them right here. So I know how it is. I'm doing what I got to do for them right now. That's my only thing with it. I ain't in no position to take nobody's piece or none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving it to you from a father's perspective. You see what I'm saying?
You still didn't answer my question.
Okay, the question about the PPP.
No, listen. No, brother, that's not what I said. Listen.
What's up?
I listened to you the whole time while you was talking about nothing. Because in your heart you really think you said something, and that's what hurt me. Because you thought
what taking care of your kids? Like you want to do anything in these streets, but you can't flip a burger for your kids. That's what I'm talking about,
brother. You
worry about an ego and a reputation before you flip a burger for your kids?
Brother.
Come on, don't promote that on your channel now. You wiser than that, saying you don't have kids.
Brother,
that's why you're looking at it like that.
Brother, you screaming over me, and the whole time that you spoke, I didn't interrupt you not one time.
Respect.
You know? Now,
respect.
Once again, I'm going to say this to you. Right now. Excuse me. Hold on, let me do this. If I work for McDonald's, I got to go through the whole filling out the job application. And then after I fill out the job application at McDonald's, I still have to wait on them to hire me. And then after they hire me, I would still have to work 2 or maybe 3 weeks, however long they got to wait for the first check, sir. Keep in mind. So listen to me. No, you don't, because you keep talking. This is what I mean by my people, and I love our people. But see how you was hollering and you into the emotions and everything, and somebody.
I just talk loud. You see my area code, man. Don't see that person.
Bro, why you? Come on, bro. Let me talk. Um, Goddamn. Um, if you sit up there, you know what I mean, and you say that you're gonna feed your child, if your child is hungry and you talking about some, you ready to sell a cheeseburger, I mean, you ready to flip a burger at McDonald's, then sell some weed. Well, whatever restaurant you work at, you would still have to wait weeks in order to get paid. Your child is hungry now. So that's why I said, of course, somebody listening to you, ooh, he a real nigga. Ooh, that's real. Ooh, that's real. No, it's not. Because when your child is hungry currently, you have to immediately tend to that. And you can't tend to that and be like, okay, you hungry? Okay, wait about a good 2, 3 weeks. I'm about to have this job. Ooh, it don't go like that. You know,
Okay, respect, respect,
that's why I teach
respect.
you guys to
But
mentally hold
go
on,
ahead.
to mentally respond and emotionally react. Now you made a statement saying that seeing you're smarter than that. So I'm gonna turn that same statement over to you and say you're smarter than the dumb shit that you just got through saying. Because
What?
that's dumb.
Go ahead.
That was dumb.
I'm
But
I'm
somebody in
listening.
their
I'm listening.
emotions, like I said, with black people, all you gotta do is just say something loud and just sound passionate, and you will have more. Yeah, that's real. Saying like, ooh, 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 and the nigga ain't said a goddamn thing. But go ahead, I'm gonna listen to you.
Hey, nah, I respect that, but you can't act like there ain't soup kitchens around here. You can't act like you can't knock on somebody's door and get a kid some food if they're truly hungry, though. Let's not do that, son. Any old lady in the hood that will feed your child. Let's not do that. What you got to say for that?
That's
If it's
not.
truly
That's
about the
not.
child, if it's about the lifestyle, that's different, son. If it's about feeding your child and you have a child, you're going to do whatever. I can't just let that fly like that or let it, you know what I'm saying? I just can't. Now, we may disagree, and that's respect. I'm still going to watch your channel. You know what I'm saying? You're a blessing to the game, like I said. But that's just where I personally disagree at when it comes to the kids.
But why would you? First, you just asked me a question, and didn't even allow me to answer it, and then you proceeded on to basically say some more gibberish. Let me say this to you. When you're wrong, the first thing that you should have did as a man within the debate, when you made your first statement, then you should have, edited and you should have said, you know what, my bad, I see your point, I was wrong. Okay, and then came with your other point. But instead, you just basically tried to switch your statement to change, the narrative because you know now that the shit that you said in the beginning, that's stupid.
Not necessarily, because what I'm saying is it's about the child. You talking about feeding the child. We can go
No,
to a soup
no,
kitchen. They
no.
got
You
day
said,
laborers everywhere.
hmm hmm but you said in the beginning that you rather work a job at McDonald's than sell weed. That was your first sale. That was your first statement.
Well, let's not be so literal. I said I'd rather
Let,
flip burgers, but I mean
okay.
I would rather work than pick up a pack. That's what I was initially meaning. I would just say I just add a little spice to it by flip burgers, but you're gonna have to wait anywhere 2 or 3 weeks. You got
Okay.
to make something happen. They got soup
So
kitchens and all
so
types of
so
stuff.
listen. So listen
I
to
would
me. Listen to me.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
If this individual that's in a fucked up circumstance has a partner who's basically known for that, this is somebody he's been knowing for years. This is somebody he fuck with. They just in two different lifestyles. But the individual that he fuck with, you know what I mean? Like, man, I can give you this. I'm getting ready to go out of
Respect.
town, and you can go do this, and you can go sell this here. Um,
Easy access.
you have to understand that by him having that weed, you made a mistake when you said, man, the deal can go wrong. And how the deal gonna go wrong when his first customers is really gonna be, which is niggas that he know. It's gonna be the pimping. It's gonna be, you know what I mean, Max and things like that. He gonna sell weed to them. What do you mean deal going wrong? And check these few little hundreds or to get whatever rack I can get, and I'm about to do this, and I'm about to get on. So
Respect, respect.
now, like I said, you wasn't. See, hold on. Your problem was that you was looking at this situation through your lenses, through your perspective. You looking at it from, you know what I mean, only your viewpoint from your life experiences. And I'm telling
True.
you, as a criminal, from the pimp game, a pimp is not going to go from pimping on hoes for a decade or more. And if he get holus or dolus, he fill out this job application to work at McDonald's where hoes can come from the blade and see the same man that used to be driving up and down the blade, sweating them, telling them that they out of pocket, telling them to choose the right one. And you choose me. You know what I mean? Come here. And then he go from that to now basically, can I take your order? Now he's taking orders from the bitch. Like, no.
Hey, I see.
So like I said, hold on. For somebody outside of the game, that would have been cool. But that's why I was telling you to leave this alone, because you didn't know what you was talking about. We talking about pimps. We not talking about them other little guys and whatever the fuck they doing. We talking about pimps. That's the difference. Pimps.
I understand
the most
you
arrogant,
still looking at it from the ego perspective, but I understand, but let me put it to you like this.
No,
if he's still in that same city.
Stop. We're talking about the most arrogant
Go ahead.
motherfuckers on the planet. I have not yet met another individual. The pimps make Kanye West look humble. A real pimp can have $0 in his pocket and he feel like and knows that he's the best definition of a high value man, and he can talk to a fucking billionaire like he broke. That's a damn pimp. A pimp will make Kanye West feel humble, nigga. We talking about them individuals.
Why he didn't get out there on the blade and get pimping it?
No,
if it's like that.
You're not. Oh.
No, I understood exactly what you said. If it's like that, and he's still in that same city, he should have got pimping. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't see what you're saying. That's why I was telling you to just listen, because you're talking when you should be listening, and that's why you never get it, because you're talking when you should be listening. Or their measure, or somebody else's measure in different lifestyles on the measure of a pimp, and that's where you keep going wrong at. Because pimps don't think like the other cats, the other participants, other street lifestyles. It's a different mentality, a different spirit, to come, with the pimping. It's different. You understand me? So even in the worst of circumstances, he's still a man. Listen, I told this story, Freeze told this story, I'll tell it again. We was in Hollywood. It was me and Freeze. And we had just got out the club. We had ended up seeing, a pimp by the name of Dennis Jones. Anybody that know Dennis Jones? Dennis Jones used to do his thing back in the day. But when we seen, Dennis Jones, Dennis wasn't doing too good at this particular time. But I say, P, because, I had by that time, not bragging or anything, but I was doing cool. But and plus this little black bitch was getting on my nerves. So I was going to sit up there and tell P, I said, man, hey, I got this little black bitch. I can sit up there, and give you and woo, 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 woo. Now, at this time, Dennis Jones is fucked up, high out of his mind. But we have to understand that one time, Dennis Jones was a pimping ass motherfucker. And, when I offered him that black bitch, you know what he told me? He said, a black bitch? He said, man, a black bitch, nigga, that's like starting over. Nigga, hell no. And he said this while being holeless, doleless, high out of his mind, ain't got nothing going on. But you know what he said, a black bitch, that's like starting all over. Now, of course, in my mind, I'm like, well, damn, you doing bad right now, people. But I had to understand that even in a fucked up circumstance and him being fucked up right now, he still see himself as that giant that was still having it his way. So for him to fuck with that black bitch, that was almost like him getting off the throne, you know what I mean? And devaluing him. That's how he saw that. So
see what you're saying.
I'm saying to you, you know, no matter what the circumstance may be, you know, a pimp might be emotional at the time being, but as soon as he click right back into that energy, is click right back into that spirit, I'm like, man, flipping burgers. Man, what the fuck? and I'm gonna keep it so 100.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna keep it so 100. I'm gonna give you another one. Another one of my pimp friends, a pimp that I haven't seen, man, in years, man. You know what I mean? That me and Freeze went early in the game. This was very early in the game. You know, me and Freeze used to sit up there. I used to love to see this man coming. Cause every time, you know what I mean, that he would see me and Freeze, he would lay jewels on us. He go by the name of Golden A. Reed out there in Texas. And so, you know, Golden A. Reed, he said, man, he had got on hard times one time and he had thought about selling drugs. He said, but he began to think about it. He said, man, he said, you know, if I get involved with this nigga, he gonna be trying to give me instructions, and then he's like, and he began to think about all. He said, then I gotta sell. He said, I don't even know how to sell this shit. And he's like, man, what the fuck was I thinking, man? I'm a pimping motherfucker, man. I ain't got no time, man. I'm just gonna pimp up, man. Fuck all of this shit. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, man. Pimp. Like I always say, pimps. You know, no matter how fucked up, you know, he is or whatever circumstance that he, sometimes, like I say, sometimes the best jug that a pimp ever can get is just by having a conversation with the pimping to get him fired back up. Not no money. Make him reminisce in retrospect, you know what I mean, about, you know what I mean, what he was doing, how he was doing it, the man that he was, how he influenced others, how he compelled others in the game, you know what I mean, to pimp up. You know what I mean? That's all he need to hear. And he'll begin to get stirred up, you know what I mean, in his spirit. You know what I mean? And you'll just see that full-fledged 100% pimp, you know, get up, you know, and bring restoration to his situation, you know? That's all he needs.
I could dig. Tell me this though, do you think that mindset would be something like a gift and a curse? Or what? Would it be more of a gift, more of a curse?
Are you speaking spiritually or are you speaking
No, I'm speaking like, would it do more harm to have that mindset, or would it do more good? And how you feel about that?
That
mindset, like you say, even if he still think he's a giant, even if he is fucked up, you think that's more of a gift or more of a curse?
I would say it's more of a gift because, you know, once a giant, always a giant. You know,
Respect.
you know, he could be fat, he could get out of shape, or he might be skinny, but he don't got plenty. You know, we don't know his situation at that time. You know why he currently down and out. But one thing about it, I believe that whatever you did before, you could do it again. You know, you just got to be like Michael Jordan and come back to the game with, you know, new strategies. You know, when Mike came out of retirement, he wasn't dunking from the free throw line no more, but he was still averaging over 30 points a game shooting from the baseline.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
right.
Even though he wasn't as athletic, his back, he didn't win them last 3 championships dunking out of the stadium no more. But at the same time, he still won them 3 championships because he had gained more game about the game. You did.
Definitely. Well, blessings to you, man. It was a blessing speaking with you, Sam, man.
It was a blessing, man. Appreciate that. And next time, nigga, you understand me? Just listen to this pimping, nigga.
Respect.
All right.
What?
All right. Nigga tried to convince this pimping about selling hamburgers and little dumbass shit. It's a reason, nigga. You understand me? Why Sim be saying the things that he say. Pimp ain't getting ready to walk up in no damn McDonald's and do all that corny ass shit. You know? Pimp gonna sit up there and you know, put himself in position until the game send his next blessing. You know, his next motherfucking hoe. You know, but I don't care how fucked up I am. Sin can be in 20 below zero weather, nigga. I'm not about to walk up in McDonald's and say, man, what up with that job application? Like, nah, nigga. Hello?
Brother Sin, how you doing?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, it's all right, yeah. So, this is Chevion from Chevion Productions.
Mm-hmm.
Little brother, Yeah, I had a couple questions.
You said you a
Couple
little. You
questions.
said you a little brother. Okay, little bro, go ahead and
Yeah.
speak.
So, I've been a follower for some time now, and I had some general questions regarding the game, and I wanted to, pick your brain a little bit regarding the game because what we're going to do in this conversation, we're going to discuss the game and connect it to the general question regarding if pimps should engage in the pimping and the PPP loan, right? So before we actually get to the question, I got a general question about the game because so many people that I listen to on the platform,
Brother, get to the
they
question.
listen.
What's the
My
question?
apologies. All right, so check it. What is the game, and how can a square, right, apply it to his day to day?
What the hell that got to do with my topic?
Okay. So essentially, because I had a game of my own regarding the PPP loan, and I wanted to share that game with you if you were interested in the game that a square, could utter.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested at
All right.
all. Ask me something that is gonna be boring as hell and make everybody sleep. But I appreciate you for calling in, man.
Appreciate it.
Love.
Peace.
What is the game? Like, and then I'm always kind of skeptical about individuals, man, that even sound like that calling in. Uh, so what? And I know that some of you guys be calling in because you taking notes. I don't know if you're doing a documentary or you doing your little book or whatever the fuck you doing. I don't know, but I ain't. You talking about he been listening? I hate when y'all be. I've been listening to you for quite some time now. I'm in my mind like, man, you better get at the bitch like that, nigga. I've been listening to you for quite some time now. Like, nigga, don't be trying to talk slick to me. Y'all better knock a bitch with all of that smoothness. I've been listening to you for quite some time now. You know? Like, nigga, don't try to razzle dazzle me, nigga. The fuck? I've been listening to you for some time now. Well, nigga, stop listening. I don't like that shit. You know? How he suggests business opportunities and needs. I don't know, man. I don't know, but to each his own. He just sounded like another dumb motherfucker just calling in, trying to sound smart, and just sounding dumb, and was gonna make my crowd decrease with that spirit of boredom that he had. I had to get rid of his ass. Had to cancel that bitch. I was just saying, I've been listening to you while flipping burgers. Okay, man, I'll take one more call. You see, we get one more. I'll take one more. That'll put us over like the 2 hour mark. So I'll take another one. I've been I've been thinking about some time now. I've been listening to you for some time. Well, nigga, stop. With the way you sounding, nigga, you scaring me. For some time. No. Some time. Hold on. This wasn't really like a subject that I expected a lot of ladies and things like that. But what I will say, once again, to the young P, think before you send that bitch to do that. Think before you have them bitches do that. Think before you sit up there and involve yourself in that. You know, don't just think about, the benefits. Think about the consequences that come, with that. You know, you just thinking about the transaction. You're not thinking about, the consequences to that. You just thinking about the money. And I told you the consequences just might not be jail. It might not be prison. It just might be individuals that hate you, dislike you, that's constantly mentioning, this shit. You know, while you down and about it on the blade, niggas driving up and down the blade, sweating your work, talking about, Yeah, girl, yeah, bitch, I heard you fucking, you know what I mean, with the PPP. You know, when you gonna fuck with the PIMP though, bitch? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't get it out your ass, bitch. He had to get it from the government because you wasn't out here getting it from the pavement. You know what I mean? So I already know you're not really checking it around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it ain't really your fault because you can only produce what a motherfucker introduce you to, you know. So I already knew it wasn't gonna be no production because I know it ain't no introduction going on. You haven't even been properly introduced, you know what I mean, to the game, baby. Look at you getting frustrated, you mad. Look at you getting ready to get on the phone and call your folks and shit. Well, go ahead and call them then, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's PIMP for the record, not PPP. You know what I mean? Loans, bitch. You know what I mean? PIMP. You know what I mean? Game. You know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want to deal with that. I'm telling you. You don't want to have to keep dealing with that. You know? See your folks, bitch, you know what I mean? He into getting loans and shit, you know what I'm talking about? I used to get a nigga loans of game. You know what I mean? So I already knew that it was true about your folks getting a PPP loan because, you know what I mean, the nigga used to getting loans. And when we used to be in pimp circles, he used to be asking me loans for game and shit. Yeah, bitch, the instructions that you got, bitch, them my motherfucking instructions, bitch. You might as well sit up there and cut the middleman out the way and sit up there, you understand me, and pay me today, bitch, because you been following my motherfucking instructions any goddamn way. Yeah, I've been giving your folks, you know what I mean, loans of games and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, your folks used to sit up the same way that you be listening to him. Yeah, that's the way your folks used to listen to me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how. Hey, you don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through that. You know? You don't want to go through that, man. Hey, and I'm just tell that shit like it is. I'ma just keep that shit all the way 100, man. You know, seeing is older. I'm wiser. I'm 37 now. But that young sinful to P at 23 that was dirty macking, and I found out some info like that. That's why I didn't want to be none of you niggas friends. Some of y'all niggas got the wrong impression of a nigga. But I was gonna give you the right definition though. You know, but niggas that really know me know how I was gonna get out. And I wasn't scared of none of you niggas. That's why I hate when most of these niggas be talking about me and don't even know me. Don't even know sin. One nigga, my partner called me. He said, "Yeah, man. You know, he said he know you, and you know he knew you from the party line." I said, "Wait a minute. He among the pimping talking about some. He know me from the party line." He like, "Yeah." He said he know you from the party line, and woo 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 woo. I said, "Man, I ain't never had no conversation with this man over no phone. I ain't never the man lying talking about I met him at a barbecue and all this old weird ass shit. Man, you niggas really just want to be able to say you know a pimp, man. That's all. You just want to be able to say that you know a pimp, man. But no, no, I don't know you. Never met you. We never physically met before. That is a lie, sir. Please stop telling people that, sir. Stop it. You know, here we go again. Right. But to those that's listening, you don't want to have to deal with that. Cause if I was on my dirty Mac and shit, that young sinful to P, nigga, I'm after the bitch. I'm not trying to be your friend, nigga. And if I had found out any information that I could have used to cut into your situation, nigga, I was gonna be all in that bitch ear, giving her all you can hear, you understand me, buffet of it, nigga. You understand me? And I was gonna have that, hey. And if that bitch didn't come fuck with me, she was gonna fuck with somebody, cause nigga, I was gonna cause a lot of problems in your home. A lot of problems. And how come he said, and how come he said, and how come he said, and how come he knew, and oh my God. You know, I gotta keep that shit all the way 100, man. You don't wanna do that. Don't put yourself in that type of position. And then some of y'all, you know, you still got a lot of the cripping with you. You haven't conformed all the way to the pimping. Some You know what I mean? You don't have a lot of that, with you. So by you not having a lot of that with you, if you get into a situation, you know what I mean, where you find out, you know what I mean, the pimping, then sit up there and put information in that bitch ear, some of y'all gonna grab a gun, y'all gonna be ready to fight and do some more motherfucking shit. You know? Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to see you out here tonight, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like that little pink outfit that you got on. Then you got the little pink, you know what I mean, chain on. I said, man, she looking good tonight. Yeah. But then what fucked me up was I didn't know whether or not that outfit came out your ass or it came from that PPP loan that your folks got. You know what I mean? You don't want, man, listen, that's gonna have a bitch. You know what I mean? Anyway, hello?
Yeah. What's up, Sam?
What's going on with it?
What up, man? Hey, I got a question, man. It's gonna be real quick, okay?
Is it pertaining to my topic?
Can you hear me?
Is it pertaining to my topic?
I kind of sort of like the PPP thing, but I got another spin as far as taxes. Can I rock that?
As far as taxes?
As far as taxes.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering say you pimping, of course, and all that, okay? So you got your girls and you got your house and stuff. And I'm a square. I'm just trying to just rack my brain on something right quick. Can you put them hoes on your tax forms and claim them on your taxes? It's just falling in line with the PPP government type thing. I mean,
moving on. Hold on. That would be correct, sir. I don't know what he's saying correct too. See, somebody sent me that. Yeah, man. I was just wondering, man, cause I'm driving in the car with my bitch. And I said, ho, I'm about to claim you on my taxes, ho. You know what I'm saying? She said, what, daddy? I said, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just like I put you on the track, I'm putting you on my taxes, ho. If I could claim you to the game, I'm claiming you on my taxes, ho. Everything. It's not gonna be one thing, bitch, that I don't claim you in. Bitch, I'm claiming you in everything. Yeah, bitch. You getting claimed in every motherfucking thing, bitch. Daddy, I ain't never had a pimp. I've been with 60 pimps in the game, and I ain't never had one claim me on my taxes. Well, bitch, it's a new motherfucking day today. None of my previous folks ever claimed me on my taxes, daddy. Yeah, well, bitch, I'm claiming you, ho. I'm claiming you on my taxes, bitch. I'm letting it be known, bitch. You understand me? Yeah, I'm doing my motherfucking thing around this motherfucker, bitch. Really claiming the hoe on my taxes. Yeah. Yeah, bitch. If I could claim you on the blade, I could claim you on my taxes. Fuck Uncle Sam, bitch. I'm really pimping around this motherfucker, dog. Really getting it up out of bitch ass, dog. You know what I'm saying? And really checking it out of the taxes, Knocking Uncle Sam off. You dig? Stupid. You know? And I could just see one of these dumbass niggas sitting up there trying to make that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a really, I'm a stump down pimp. Don't get this shit fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Don't get this shit fucked up. But if I can sit up there, you know what I mean, and claim a bitch on my taxes, then that's what the fuck I'ma do. You know what I mean? And mob photo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cause bitch, if I can send you to the blade, then some more motherfucking money can be made, bitch, from sending and claiming you on my taxes. Man, fuck all of that. Hop in, girlfriend, while mobbing photo. Get your ugly ass up out of here. Hold on. See and tell us some more dirty Mac shit. Oh man, you must want me to post. You know what? I'm gonna do that for my $50 tier. I keep telling y'all my $50 tier is cracking. I think tomorrow for Saturday I'm gonna put up that content. You know, hop in, girlfriend, while mobbing for dog. But anyway, man, who wanna hit me up? I'll take one more call. You know, one more call. I'll take one more. But like I told you guys, man, hold on. Let me fix this right quick. I'm putting you on my taxes, ho. I completely. There we go. And that just let me know. And that just let me know that some of y'all was angry with me tonight because, I might think that all you niggas got PPP loans because, usually my Cash App and my motherfucking, super chat, be getting on, but man, my super chat and my Cash App, you understand me? I noticed that when I talk on topics that y'all ain't involved in, everybody be like, yeah, sin, ooh, sin, 20s, 50s, hundreds and shit like that. But if I touch on something that y'all involved in, like that time when I spoke on husbands in the game, I noticed when I was speaking on husbands in the game, it was no Cash Apps, no PayPal, no Super Chat, no none of that. Then seeing start talking about PPP loans, I don't see no Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Niggas like, all right, nigga, you want to sit up there and talk against my PPP loan? Okay, nigga, you not getting none of this then. How about that? How about that? Since you said that it wasn't pimping, okay then, nigga, you won't be getting none of it then, nigga. All you had to do was say that it was pimping, and I would have cashed you out. But now, nigga, you understand me? You said that it wasn't pimping, nigga. You not getting a dollar of my PPP loan there, nigga. You understand me? Matter of fact, nigga, I'm gonna become the Kevin Samuels of this PPP loan, nigga. Get a PPP loan or die alone. That's the subject. PPP loans or die alone, bitch. You understand me? Niggas go to the blade, yeah. PPP loans, bitch, or die alone. Which one you gonna do? Oh shit. Matter of fact, hold on. I just gotta get that in. You know I'm stupid. Hold on for a minute. Let me do this. Let me do this right quick. Hold on. This is just how this shit'll be. Shit be like, hold on. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's motherfucking PPP loans the great, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Really at you, bitch. You know what I mean? Really trying to sit up there, you know what I mean, and get something out you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We get them 20 racks today, bitch. You know what I mean? You hitting the motherfucking corner, you jumping in and out of these cars, but when you gonna sit up there and jump on this application so I can get the accumulation though? You know? How about how about you sit up there, you understand me, and jump on that application and you know what I mean, and get to it though, bitch. You know? How about that, hoe? And the bitch, of course, she just keep on walking. Appreciate that 10, baby. Good looking. You know, appreciate that 10, Ruben. Good looking. You know what I mean? Yeah, what about that, bitch? You know what I mean? While you sitting over here trying to break Figueroa tonight, bitch, I'm trying to break Uncle Sam, bitch. What's happening, bitch? You know what I mean? Be like, all right, bitch. You know what I mean? I told you, PPP loans, bitch, or die alone. Then be like, it's not hard to fool me, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah, lead the way. Oh, no need to say. What? I'm a PhD. Yeah. No, I had to fire the bitch. She didn't want to go get a PP loan. She didn't want to get the loan. You know I couldn't have that. Oh my God. I'm a PhD. Hey, you know what I mean? You can't see that on the black. Let me stop. I gotta get my laugh together. Why am I stupid like this? Why? Why? Why am I this dumb? You know what I mean? I'm a PhD. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bitch? You gonna give me that PPP loan, bitch, or die alone, bitch? Which one you gonna do, ho? Appreciate that 5, baby. Good looking. You know? Yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm trying to check these loans about you, though, bitch. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, though, with you? You know what I mean? It's PPP loan the great, bitch, at you tonight, bitch. Yeah, I got the motherfucking satisfaction for that transaction. You understand me that you just got, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But while you trying to hop in and out of cars and be a motherfucking porno star, how about jumping on this motherfucking application, though, and giving the pimp the accumulation for it, though? You trying to go on 20 dates. I'm trying to check 20 racks, you know what I mean, just off of one application, though. What's happening? You know what I mean? You talking to Tricks, but can you talk to Uncle Sam for a pimp, though? What's happening? I met you, though, bitch. Don't need a P. I rather pimp. Right, bro. You know, bitch, what's happening? It's PPP loan the great. You know? Girl, who is that that's at you like that? Girl, you know that's PPP loan the great. You know what I mean? He at me again. He stay at you. And then I just drive up and be like, yeah, bitch, you know what I mean? PPP loan the great, bitch. Either you gonna give me the loan or you gonna die alone, bitch. Then it be like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, man, I had to get rid of that hoe. P, why you had to? I had to get rid of the bitch. The bitch was ready to go to the blade. Yeah, she was ready to go to the blade, but she wasn't ready to sign the application. I need a bitch that's willing to do it all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the bitch told me she was a PhD. She wasn't gonna get my money, you know, filling out the application and shit. I had to let the bitch go, man. I'll see you tomorrow, though. All right, cool. You know? Oh my God, why am I this dumb? You know, I'll be and I know one of you young dumb pimps is gonna sit up there and drive the blade playing that shit. You know? Yeah, bitch, it's Kevin Samuels, the P, bitch. You understand me? You either gonna choose up on a high value pimp, bitch, or you gonna die alone, bitch. Which one you gonna do, ho? You know what I mean? It's choose a high value pimp, bitch, or die alone, bitch. Which one you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Can you sit up? Are you ready? Bitch, how old are you? How much do you weigh? Oh, bitch, you know what I mean? How much? Wait a minute, hold on, bitch. What you trying to choose up with? Bitch, wasn't the French toast? Wasn't the French toast, bitch, is this? Oh, shit. But listen, and listen to me good. You know, we done laugh, got a few jokes out the way, you know, and shout out to Kev, you know, but let me just put this out to you. You know, sincerely, I love you. You know, and like I said, my opinion ain't got no dominion on what you want to do or what you're going to do anyway. I'm just saying that before you make that decision, consequences. And if you're willing to deal with the consequences of that decision, once you make that decision and you pimp back up, pay that money back. Pay that money back immediately. You know? And as far as getting a hoe or hoes involved, I strongly disagree. I strongly don't suggest that. I strongly am against that because, you know what I mean? Not only, you know, can the bitch tell on you, you know what I mean, but not or basically gonna be in court pointing at you. But another thing is, you know, if that bitch sit up there, you understand me, and leave you, she blow up, you know she gonna sit up there and tell all the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, it's gonna be motherfuckers talking about, oh man, you know, that nigga was screaming AOB to the top of his lungs, but you know what I mean, it was really PPP. You know what I mean? It was this, it was that, it was that, it was this and then that. You know? So if that bitch blow up, you already know she getting ready to have a Wendy Williams show in the next interview, you know what I mean, that she have, you know what I mean, with the pimping. You know what I mean? And I just rather be known for pimping, you know what I mean, just all the way up and down, straight lace pimping, than other. Now some of you cats, you know, you just about the money. You know, and I don't knock you, cause you got a lot of niggas that's all about the money, think that they really this pimping, but they really just all about the money though. And they just so happen to have bitches. But they really just, you know, about the money. You know. But if you a guy that's about principles and living according to the game, I understand that if you're in a bad circumstance, you know what I mean, if you had to bust a move, man, it is what it is. I don't know the totality of your situation. You know, I don't know what you had to come up with, you know, by this certain amount of time to maintain this or get this. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you had your child with your children. I don't know. You know, and I'm not gonna just immediately just take the P away from you like many do, you know what I mean? Because many of them make them they be judgmental until they get in that circumstance. They be judgmental until they P partner get in that circumstance. You know? But I ain't gonna take it from you, you know, if you bust one move or whatever. But if you got into a continuation, you got into a continuity of doing that, and you have now made this into a hustle. Like the dude that checked 24 mil, I wouldn't compare a motherfucker that was in a tough spot and did what he did to bust a move to get back in position to pimp. I'm not about to compare him to this motherfucker that didn't check 24 mil or to a motherfucker that is actually trying to make this to a hustle. It's two different mentalities. You know? So please, let's not try to make that with each other. But what I do want to say to all of you, you know, that's thinking about doing it and all of that, don't do that, P. Don't do that. That's just sin talking to you. Don't do that. I love you. Don't do that. Yeah, just wait till the game. Just wait till the game, man, give you your next bitch, man. You know, just stay down, P. I know it get very discouraging at some times, you know, and I know that, you know, things get fucked up. And I know a P get discouraged because it just seemed like all the bitches that you really want is either dumb as hell or, you know what I mean, just doing some stupid shit. But man, you gotta encourage yourself. Don't do that, P. Cause like I said, I'd rather see you broke out here in the streets than for you to be in a correctional facility facing an eternity or serving a prison sentence, you know what I mean, for eternity. You know, leave that alone. I love y'all. I can't say it enough. Young Pimp, leave that shit alone. You know, but it seemed easy, and my P partner did it, and he checked 20 out of each bitch, and he sent 3 of them, and he did himself, and leave that shit alone. Leave that shit alone. The game just might be testing you right now, testing your character. And I'd rather for the game to bless me with consistency or a lick that came from basically the game than a loan. That's just my opinion. This is coming from Philip Brandon Gilmore. I've never had a loan in my life. You know what I mean? But my credit is so A1 right now that whatever loan I want, I can have. If I came back to the States with the credit that I got in the States, it's not a house, it's not a car that I can't get into. You know what I mean? I got the money and my credit is A1. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know? So, but at the same time, it's nice to know that I can get a loan, but I'm not looking to have a loan. I'm just gonna continue to sit up there and do what I do and make preparations. So when I come back, you know, to you guys, I come back, you know, with more quality content and to produce more greatness so I can check it legally. You know, because one thing before I get out of here, I say this to you. When DJ goes, hold on. when DJ goes, let me see, hold on. Let me see, let me read this statement. I don't know what Texas, let me read this. No. Just use credit cards. Yeah. Knowledge, that's one thing about knowledge search, man. Knowledge search don't play. You have to watch what you say. Some of y'all might not meant certain things in certain ways, but certain minds, if they just keep seeing you and you repeat it. Now, sometimes my minds go overboard and I'd sit up there and talk to them, but a lot of times, man, y'all be going overboard and then you don't even have to make an announcement when you leave. Like, the world not gonna stop because you leave. Goodbye. Um, I heard renegades and shit. I didn't get a chance to see everything in its entirety. I might not have tripped on it. I don't know, bro. You know, but one thing about it is, I just say this. You know what I mean? Because that's some other shit we'll deal with later. But the main thing, man, is for the young pimps to understand. You know what I mean? That pimps only pimp. But that P don't the P don't stand for perfect. We gonna make mistakes. We gonna have F's no matter how bad we fuck up or mess up. That still don't change the fact that pimps only pimp. Remember that. You know, no matter how you fucked up, no matter what situation you was in or what circumstance you in, we understand. I understand. I've been there. We've all fucked up. We've all come short. You know, but pimps only pimp. So we don't want to say things that's justifiable, for abominable things. We don't want to say things that's justifiable for things that's contrary. Open the door for other things that's contrary to come in the game. We don't want to make provisions for individuals that's not authentic in the game to be able to speak on the authentic. We don't want to do that. So the best thing to do is to just pimp. You could avoid a lot of shit in the pimping in the game just by pimping. You see how easy that is? Just pimp. Like the Nike sign say, just do it, just pimp. Yeah, just pimp. When people, I would, just pimp. But P, my friend got just pimp. Just pimp. But he's selling drugs on, just pimp. He just got a big ass loan, just pimp. Just pimp. Don't try to get in nobody else's lane. You know what I mean? Just pimp. That's all you got to do. I understand we get in fucked up circumstances at times. I'm not taking the P away from you. It is what it is. But just pimp. Love you guys. Hope you live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. Hopefully, man, I'll be able to come back. If I don't, I'll definitely be back, man, top of the morning because, my last day will be on the 31st and I'm going to be giving y'all a marathon. So y'all niggas going to be like, man, Sam been on the internet all day. Yeah, because, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to disappear for just a little while, But love you guys, man. Hope you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Love, leave them loans alone, man. Leave that shit alone. Just pimp. Love you.